Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone from Kenya. I am really glad to join this dialogue and really pleased to hear from our young people. I think most of the times I work in government, and I know that these opportunities to hear directly from young people what they would want to see, what they would want us to incorporate in formal education system are really not sometimes not available. And I have read through the process of the development of this memorandum, and I really want to recognize the very consultative process that was used. And as we read the memorandum, then we can see these are some of the unique voices that some of us in formal education would want to continue listening to, so that we can ensure that our education systems continue addressing the emerging challenges in education. Going to the specific areas that have been highlighted in the memorandum, I want to underscore the issue of ensuring that education systems address holistic issues of learners. Over time, we have basically focused on giving our young people, our children and young people, knowledge. Like in Kenya, we have done our assessment and we have looked at how we have been overemphasizing the cognitive dimension of education over and above the social and emotional learning of our children. We are currently going through a major reform of our education system, looking at focusing on not just the cognitive, but also focusing on the values, looking at skills, and making sure that our children are coming out with skills and not necessarily giving back information that they received in the classroom. We have learned a lot. Our major aim is to have an engaged, an empowered, and an ethical learner. 4 years down the line of the implementation of this process, we have learned that this is a process that requires a lot of engagement of parents, of the young people, of faith leaders, because our education system is well integrated. We integrate the faith leaders and religious education is very well incorporated in our curriculum. As we continue, we also recognize that this is not an easy process. It calls for a lot of reflection, thinking, and listening, and taking many stops as you move on in the implementation of such a curriculum. We look forward to sharing what we are going to learn from this process. Even with the members of the G20, we are very strong in learning to live together, working with regard to international, and we would want to continuously share our experiences as we move through the curriculum process. I would also want to focus on the issue of ensuring that we ensure quality. I am currently in the process where we are looking at how we make sure that our system is inclusive. We've been doing a profiling of children who are out of school. It is amazing to look at the various factors that we have never focused on that have been keeping our children out of school. And therefore, we need to encourage countries, and especially those that have many out of school children, to continue focusing on profiling this, so that then we can ensure that we are having these very tailor-made programs that can address the needs of our learners. Finally, I want to emphasize and underscore the need to also ensure education systems address issues of climate change. My country is one that is greatly affected. Sometimes climate change leads to conflicts because it has really interfered with the way communities relate with each other. And we are looking at our education system as a key avenue to help learners, not just to be spectators of this process, but to become active agents who can act on matters climate change. With those remarks, I say thank you for listening to me. Over to you, Catherine.